My fellow countrymen, hello! How are you all today? Wow. Isn't it an honor to have finally made it all this way to the end of Ace Attorney? Hello, everybody. Hello, Randy. Hello, Raph. Hello, Balroth. Hello, Endigo. Hello, you're a weird creature. Cheerio. Hello, Bowser. God save the Emperor. God save the Shogunate. How are you all today? It has been a day. I am tired. My forehead seems very shiny for some reason. I ran into a tree. It has been an interesting day, but today we are going to finally reach the end of Ace Attorney, the great Ace Attorney. That your thought was originally the Shogunate? I mean, the Shogunate got overthrown eventually, so. I think there's still an Emperor of Japan. Let me check. How old? Where's the current Emperor of Japan? Yes, he is how old? How old is the current Emperor of Japan? Here. From, let's see here. He was born in 1960. Yes. The Ace Attorney, the great, the mid Ace Attorney. Hello, Steam Sands. Okay, shut up, Britain. So this will be the final time for a little while. We will be hearing the British national anthem, or the UK, the English national anthem, not the Scottish national anthem. But this will be the last time we're going to be hearing it for a little while. We might, I don't know, we might hear it again when we play another British game. But the end of the game is peak. It is, and tomorrow, I'm not sure if you guys wanted to start a new game, or maybe we'll just chat about current going-ons in the gaming industry, because they are numerous. Yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff. For example, the Genshin voice actors are at war with their own fan base, so there's that. The Scottish national anthem is just me saying, Lady Juna, Lady Juna. Oh yeah, tomorrow's the Switch 2, the Switch 2 presentation. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Wait, when is it? What time is it? Nintendo Direct, April 2nd. What time does it start? It starts at 6 p.m. PST. Oh! Oh! Oh no, 6 a.m. Oh. Oh. Hello, Slippery! It's just the Spider-Verse, but with a bunch of different versions of Phoenix and Maya. I would enjoy that. Yeah, but, yeah, so we might do a review or something. Ah, Kioma, hello! Yeah, so we might do a review, or something like that. Or we might do Yakuza, but maybe we should start a Yakuza on Friday. So then we can just have a chat of how everything is going in life and stuff and things. There's always the escapades. We'll see. The escapades seem more functionally they're DLC, right? An AU where April May is as pleasant as she looks. Trust me, the looks are all that matter. I mean, what? Okay. Alternate universe where she's named June July. God. Oh my goodness. I almost started up. Well, I actually do have Steam open, but I almost started up Steam. I was like, oh, we're gonna play Steam. I was like, wait, no, we got to go to the Nintendo Switch, which will be replaced coming soon. Also, happy April Fools. April Fools, everyone! You thought I was streaming, but I'm actually dead. I was revived, so we're good. All right. Let us continue. All right. Last time, you guys can hear a fan in the background. Pull the Kazuma. God dang it. Sholmes revived him with his... well, now I have red hair. All right. Last time... There are only 2 extant pieces of evidence from the time. The woe-begone ring that acted as the incriminating evidence to condemn Genshin Asogi, and the 3-page lost will and testament penned in black ink and left by the man. The wretched truth of what happened is exactly as I have explained. Later, I will present myself at the Ministry of Justice for whatever sanction is deemed appropriate. That is all. Court is adjourned. Objection! A Miles Edgeworth cosplay. Oh boy. Oh, and happy birthday to your brother. Thank you, Kazuma. Me? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have made this 11th hour discovery. Hold on, before it gets epic, let me turn off my fan. What discovery? My lord! I'm afraid I must insist that the trial continues. I beg your pardon. As the court has been reminded today already, we must stop at nothing to uncover the whole truth. And to that end, one particular statement made by somebody in this courtroom moments ago has revealed a very subtle contradiction. What contradiction? But all I did was ask the oh, frick. I think I already know it, but... Strong heart, neither Clint nor Genshin Asogi. Kazuma said dots, Ryunosuke said dots. Van Zeke said, third, recognized circumstance, the brother have killed his friend and mentor. Strongheart said, do you have evidence? Ryunosuke said, only once. Van Zeke says, yes. Ryunosuke, wait. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. But all I did was ask the accused one simple question. Wait, what did you ask? I gotta make sure. Me? That was the question. Kazuma. Wait, Kazuma just said dots! If I get this, I'll upgrade as 17 IQ. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but let me just make sure. Kazuma says, Of course, I know that you are a highly accomplished prosecutor. That's it. That's it. How dare you call him highly accomplished? He's a freaking weeb. And it's not Kazuma saying dang it. That was my first thought. That was my first thought.
Well, it began with Lord Van Zeeks and his recollection about his brother. But Lord Strongheart didn't permit the defendant to speak at length.
I merely pointed out that we can draw no further useful conclusions here. So, where on earth is the contradiction? Kazuma speaking. Kazuma should be on the floor crying and screaming. One of them definitely just said something contradictory. It's time to identify who. Oh, this is a lot easier. I thought we'd have to choose it from the entire profile section. And I would have chosen Maria. How dare you not say yes to my proposal? How dare you? Lord Strongheart. It was Lord Strongheart. I'm sure of it. Something he said was slightly off. Come on, Ryunosuke. Think back over his words. Find the problem. Oh, this is a flashback, is it? Oh, look at me. You're going back in time. Apparently he beatboxes now. Lord Strongheart, would you care to explain? Explain what, counsel? What? Mustard on the beat. Among the statements you just made a few moments ago, something you said was inconsistent with a certain piece of evidence that we have. Inconsistent. Hey, how's it going, Mystery? How's it going, Pooey? And whilst an inconsistency... Oh. I was Lord Strongheart for a moment. And while an inconsistency remains, the defense has a right to pursue an explanation. Ryunosuke. What? Let me warn you about the statements you are making. They may very well prove fatal. You claim my words contain a contradiction. With which piece of evidence? Oh, frick. I thought I just had to point out the oh, God. Oh, I think, hold. I think. I, Genshin Asogi, hereby request upon my death all material possessions. Well, that was the problem. I didn't think. I know, Ryunosuke has a really good Strongheart impression. It is with deep sadness that I accept my fate. Because he said that the 3-paged last will and testament penned in black ink. So we look at the letter that was penned in black ink. That was the autopsy report. No, that's the evacuation drill. I just gotta make sure. I want to go over it. That's the passport. That's another autopsy report. This is the only letter. This is the letter that was penned in black ink. It wasn't penned in red ink like we suspect the Clint papers, or I guess it would be called the Van Zeeks papers, were penned in supposedly red. No, it's not red. Scarlet ink. Thank you. But there are only 2 pages!
Take that!
This here is the will left behind by Mr. Asogi. How's it going, Death? How's it going, Death? The 2-paged will. What? Yet moments ago, your precise words were the 3-paged last will and testament. Could it be that you never actually got past the 2nd grade in mathematics? Or maybe there was just a 3rd page. I misspoke. It was 2 pages. Dang it! For a moment, I thought perhaps you'd identified something worthwhile. But it's a mere trifle, I see. He literally just said, whoops. And that's it. He's like, whatever. A trifle? Governor Caden. Oh, frick. Lady Juna. Lady. What can I do for you, sir? You were present when the Japanese man penned his last will and testament. School didn't exist when I was growing up. School didn't exist. Oops. I was there for sure. I remember the black worm-like scrolls to this day. What is worm? Worm-like. I remember the black worm-like scrolls to this day. Oh, worm! What the frick, man? You're calling the Japanese... I mean, they kind of look like squiggles, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, Japanese does kind of look like squiggly squiggles. I remember the black worm-like scrolls to this day. And I'm quite certain, my lord, there was a 3rd page at the time. Damn, Caden out here exposing. Oh, what? Only the first 2 pages were the actual will, though. If I mind correctly, the 3rd was a message to his lad back in Japan. For legal purposes, we required only his will. Dang, so you left out the last part? And we would not have wanted any uncomfortable words about Britain to get back to Japan, eh? Daly's just like, oh, so... Wait, who's over there on the other side? Oh, he's looking at Van Zieks right now. So, are you going to get fired like I am? I don't know. So it was decided the 3rd page ought not to be sent. What the frick, man? He wrote a letter to his son? And you guys just didn't send it? What the frick?
Objection!
Give me that letter! That's my daddy! That's my daddy's final words, man! The courtroom is no place for sentimentality, counsel. Just accept your father never went out for any milk. He promised he would come back. He promised me he'd buy 5 gallons, which is why it took so long. As it happens, I have the 3rd page of the document with me here now. How convenient. My daddy's message! It will be given to you at the end of these proceedings. It'll be too late once the trial's over. We need to know now. Even the slightest thing may give us a vital clue. My lord, The defense calls for Genshin Asogi's last words to his son to be read out loud before the court. That's actually a good compromise. That way you don't have to, actually give the evidence. But I mean, I don't know how the evidence procedure works in this case. It's like, whatever. Your request is denied. The inevitably maudlin words can be of no consequence now. Ladies and gentlemen of the gallery of this beautiful symposium, do you want to hear a testimony? Testify! Testify! Testify!
Objection!
The prosecution agrees. The court should know the contents of that message. Give me a yeah! Yeah! Every possible piece of evidence must be thoroughly examined. Thank you, gallery. Thank you. Very well then, Governor Caden. You will read the third page of the document for all present to hear. If you think Strongheart's an asshole, give me a yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah, brother! Yes, sir. Only, I should point out, my lord, you can't read Japanese. That can I actually read worm language? Damn, he literally called it worm language. Damn. This beautiful handwriting. Shame on you, Patty. I am back from the nether. If I could be of assistance here, I would be happy to translate the words for the English for the court.
Father!
You're still here, are you, Dr. Miko Toba? Naturally. I consider myself a member of the judiciary, albeit a lowly one. But perhaps I should quietly withdraw after I've translated Genshin Impact Asogi's message. He came back with blaze rods. Your cooperation is much appreciated. Kazuma, the truth is shrouded in darkness. A darkness only our clan's great sword can pierce. Mighty Karuma, twist thy head and watch them fall, all thy mortal foes. That's the end of the message, it would seem. A haiku? Wait. Mighty Karuma, twist thy head and watch them fall. All thy mortal foe. Damn, they got the haiku in English too! Dang, that's some A+ localization right there, okay? First of all, mwah, mwah, mwah. It's like, it was probably a haiku in Japanese, right? But turning that into a haiku in English, that's hard. Like, mwah, mwah. Twist thy head, Father. What is a Karuma. The name of the Asogi clan's famous sword. A razor-sharp blade known to all, passed down for generations. It embodies the Japanese spirit. It's not known to me. My sword is named Fred. It's the katana sword that was submitted as evidence earlier in these proceedings. The one worn by the prosecution counsel when he confronted Inspector Gregson. Shame they couldn't do that for the guitar serenade. What, you didn't like it when I sung Pleasure, oh a fleeting melody? All of these procrastinations are beginning to try my patience. Adjournment of this court is long overdue. You can hear him. Twist thy head. All thy mortal foes. That's the proper way to use the sword, is it? Maybe I should try it. It hurts my neck, that's the trouble. Twist thy head? What? Huh? Hold on. Oh, speaking of which, I went to see a chiropractor. That was crazy. She went like boo, and then like 7 different joints went. My neck was so crunchy.
Mr. Naruhodo, if I might make a suggestion, I think perhaps it doesn't mean your head.
Oh. So your head?
No, not my head.
Kazuma's head?
No, not his head.
Well, if it's not the person holding the sword's head, and if not the person who's getting attacked's head, whose head is?
Just let me do this. I once studied the history and the development of the katana.
Why did you do? The reason swords are still popular at this time is because they hadn't invented the pen. God damn it. It turns out the pen was indeed mightier. What hasn't she studied? That's a great point.
While you were studying English, I studied the blade. And as I'm sure you're probably aware, the sword's head is at the part at this very end of the hilt. It's written as head in Japanese, but it's pronounced as kashira, I believe.
Kashira?
That was close enough. So Mr. Asogi's words really mean...
So Mr. Asogi's words really mean twist the butt of the hilt? You don't think... Oh my god. Am I right? Am I? Is the confession in there? Is the confession... Do it! Oh, unroll it! Unroll! Look what's inside!
Is that a tightly wound sheet of parchment?
Oh! 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 My God! I'm a genius! I'm a genius!
I penned this. My last will and testament.
Moments before my inevitable death! Oh my God! I'm a genius!
This is... Mr. Naruhodo, look at the signature at the end. Clint Van Zeeks. And the date, 10 years ago.
Wait, I don't see a date. Yeah, whatever.
On that faithful night. So for 10 years, it's been silently concealed inside Karuma. And nobody knew about it.
It's a good thing that they were using paper. Were they using... Was this paper or was this like... No, I don't think they used like... What is it, like rice paper or something like that? Whatever paper that the Japanese... Like, I don't think the paper rotted anymore.
The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
Wait. Oh my goodness. Look at this. The Great Papyrus. This is unbelievable. Do you guys want to read it? Maybe we should just read it. Okay, it is getting hot. Let me turn on the air conditioner, which I just literally just turned off a few moments ago. You guys are right. If they didn't read, it's probably not that important. Wait. 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 They literally will not let me read it. They literally... Let me read it! Let me read it! They're such jerks. As the presiding judge, I have been as accommodating as possible of the will of the courtroom. How's it going, Ethan? They don't want to spoil the fun. Can I read it? However, despite that, all that... Let me take a quick drink. No new information has come to light. Excuse me. In pursuit of justice, Lord Clint Van Zeeks tragically lost all sense of morality. When he murdered his former mentor, he clearly was already devoid of his normal faculties. Is that Cherry Coke? It's Cherry Coke Zero.
Objection!
How dare you! I refuse to believe that of my brother. Too much time has passed. We cannot ever hope to know more than we do now. Especially since the alleged will that he penned in his final moments appears to have been lost forever. Oh? Oh? Sorry, I took a drink and it went down the wrong throat. Lord Strongheart. You appear to be in something of a hurry to wrap things up. I wonder why. I shall respond with dots. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me one more moment. I'm okay. I'm okay, I promise. I'm okay. It's just liquid has really went down there. But I'm okay. Dots. What is the windpipe at the throat of your lungs? Exactly. We've heard you state time and time again during the proceedings that everything you did was in the interest of protecting the British law and order. And I stand by that. Without the Reaper, we could have never achieved the reduction in crime the capital has seen.
Objection!
What about Inspector Gregson then? And Dr. Wilson. They were no criminals. You used them to achieve your ends. And then you had them killed. However you dress it up, there was nothing fair or just about that! Lord Strongheart, what exactly is it that you are hiding? Dr. Miko Toba, were you not to quietly withdraw after the translation of your former associate's will? Hi. In this courtroom, no argument carries weight unless it is supported by evidence. And it would seem that the defense has no more evidence. Yeah, so about that. In which case, I hereby order all discourse from these proceedings to be struck from the record. This is my last chance.
Mr. Naruhodo!
I have to present some decisive evidence now, or it's all over. But can I? No more evidence? Bet. Bet, Strongheart. As it happens, the defense does have evidence to present. What? Don't be absurd. There is nothing of relevance remaining from the time.
Objection!
It's high time that you realize something, my lord. This gentleman has an uncanny habit of producing evidence at the final hour that has escaped everyone else's attention. Nonsense. What is it, Ryunosuke? What do you have? I dare say. The final decisive piece of evidence that will reveal the whole truth about this rotten tale. How? How can you... Decisive? Well, it would appear there's no escaping it now, my lord. Let it be so, then. Present whatever you think you have that can settle this decade-old enigma, if you are capable. What exactly is this evidence that the defense claims to be so decisive?
Take that!
Ooh? 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 There is a single piece of evidence that can clarify what really happened 10 years ago.
The last will and testament of Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
Ha! A wonderfully astute observation, I'm sure. Look at him smile. Ha! You'll never find that. But in case it has escaped your notice, that document was lost long ago. That's right. It was. Only... I have it right here. Discovered it moments ago. Impossible. That can't be! Everything that's happened comes back to this will. This document is the key that will unlock this entire mystery! Ah! Oh! My brother's last will and testament! Where did you find that? It was rolled up inside this. Inside Karuma? The ultimate weapon. Genshin Asogi has lain undisturbed in the hilt of this sword all these years. Just waiting for the right time to emerge. And reveal the truth! The signature and seal certainly look official. My God. It's true.
writing. There can be no mistake. I forbid the contents of that document from being read out. Do you hear me? I strictly forbid it!
Objection!
You can't do that, my lord. This document could explain everything.
Document could literally destroy the meaning of justice in this country. I demand that you hand it over to me at once!
Why? What are you trying to hide? Could it be that you already know what's written on this page?
What are you implying? Court is adjourned with immediate effect! Clear the courtroom!
Objection!
Do that, my lord, and you'll suffer a fatal blow as the Lord Chief Justice.
Ooh, get him! Get him with those legs! Oh!
I beg your pardon.
Forcibly ending a trial without a good reason. And not any trial. A closed trial by order of Her Majesty the Queen. To defy the monarch's will is treason! Get him! Get him! Okay, Van Zix really did pen a will. It's exactly as the young man said. Read it out now.
We have the right to hear what's in that will. A right and a duty.
Well, my lord. Yeah, I mean, either commit career suicide, or let's be fair. If he allows it, he's gonna get hanged either way, baby. It would rather appear as though the proceedings aren't going as quite as you hoped.
You fools.
Go ahead, Ryunosuke. Read it! Read it in the way that you wouldn't let the streamer read it. The prosecution gives its full support. Very well then.
For God's sake. No!
I pen this last will and testament in the final moments before my inevitable and willing death. The hour is 11 p.m., and I sit at my writing desk in my office. My good friend, Genshin Impact Asogi, stands at my shoulder. He has expressed his intent to invoke the dying ritual of the duel, that I may depart this world with honor. An honor of which I am utterly undeserving. The Japanese people are truly a merciful people.
Damn! Damn! Damn, this scene goes so freaking hard. Look at that. This scene goes so goddamn hard. Look, man, Asogi in the background, like, I know what you did, and I'm letting you die with freaking... He is letting this British man commit seppuku.
I, Clint Van Zix, Lord of the Manor of the Van Zix Estate, hereby confess to the following.
A man's horrified, no, right? A red man writing in red ink. Assisted seppuku.
I am the killer, who has become to known as the Professor, guilty of 4 counts of murder.
Bear in mind they had a duel. According to his autopsy. I mean, you could call it a duel. Let's be real. He wasn't beating Asogi. Well, isn't seppuku meant to be assisted? I mean, depends on how you look at it. You can say that, yeah, sometimes it is assisted.
I will not here discourse the corruption rife amongst the aristocracy, which is to me, as one of them, so apparent. However, 6 months ago, I took the life of a member of the House of Lords at the heart of the depravity. A demon who habitually sacrificed the common man to further his own interests, abusing his position of power. The law is impotent against such vile avarice. Only a fellow demon can rid society of this menace.
There's no wind, Asogi. There's no wind. I mean, this image goes so hard. It's like those L'Oreal commercials. They're just like natural wind blowing behind him.
That demon was my quarry, upon whom I willingly set my great hound.
Can we all acknowledge that Balmung was also a victim? Balmung was 100% a victim. I don't know if Balmung could actually live, but if he was ever caught, he would be immediately put down. I don't know if Balmung was ever eventually caught, but he would probably get put down immediately. Yeah, he only wanted to do what was best for his master, man. He was just out there in the wilderness going,
Master, you want me to kill that animal? Okay, I got you, Master. That one kind of looked like a person, but it's okay. I trust my master.
and then he killed a bunch of people. Balmung was a good boy. Wait, they said he died shortly after Clint? That is so sad, man. Maybe he died feeling guilty as well. I don't know. All dogs go to heaven, right? I think so.
But though I am a hunter of some experience, I am a poor felon, it seems. My guilt was once recognized by another, and I became subject to extortion.
Oh, so he killed one person and then someone extorted him to kill the others. It wasn't just he was following orders, it was actually even worse.
He held over me the threat of exposing my wicked crime to my beloved wife and brother. Under that threat, I have done this man's bidding for months now, killing those he demanded I kill.
And let's also be real here. You know, when we talk about serial killers, right? You're like, oh, I killed, the kill is 4, right? During that time, some people might go missing. It wouldn't be surprising me if he killed, well, actually, no, he did confess to 4, so never mind.
As I watched my former mentor perish before my eyes at the jaw of the hound I commanded, I realized that I had lost the last shred of decency within me and sunk to the level of a wild beast. There is no path back to the light, be it I or my dear friend Asogi who dies this night. I am eternally damned. To my extortioner, male Strongheart, may you feel the jaws of the beast at your throat every time you swallow. Damn.
So, now we know. Yes, Clint Van Zeeks was a murderer. But somebody was directing him and naming his victims. His extortioner, Lord Male Strongheart. It was you!
Lord Strongheart, a moment ago, you claimed that what the court has heard could destroy justice in this country. But you weren't trying to protect justice at all. All you were trying to do was conceal the secret of your true nature and the countless lives you sacrificed up until now.
Corruption? In the government? No. That's crazy, right? That's like never happened. That's never happened before.
It just doesn't make sense to me that the third victim, the former Lord Chief Justice, was my brother's benefactor and a man of lofty principles. As I said, Clint had no possible reason to kill the man.
But you did, didn't you, Lord Strongheart? Oh, he killed the next in line to be like Lord Justice. Lord Justice? My name is Lord Justice. Lord Chief Justice. Lord Justice, father of Apollo Justice. To eliminate the man who stood between you and the office you set your sights on. You use your own hunting dog, Lord Clint Van Zeeks, to take him down. Damn.
It had to be done. London's unsavory shadows are deep, and the arm of the law fails to reach their depths. Crime must be cut off at the roots! But the Lord Chief Justice at the time couldn't see that. He was weak. Lofty principles, you say? Tantamount to cowardice, if you ask me. Which is why I took his place, in order to fight the crime he was allowing to spread like wildfire. By murdering the man, the Reaper, the Professor. The name makes no difference. As I've explained countless times, it was all done for the furtherance of law and order in London.
Objection!
Man, I always think about I always think about a line by Ryuk from Death Note. The very first thing he says, well, one of the very first things he ever says to Light Yagami is, if you kill all the bad people, you're the only bad person left. Man,
Are you gonna legitimize the murder of my father now, too?
Yeah, he absolutely... That's the crazy thing. He believes he's doing the right. I mean, it's like Yagami, right? Same thing, right? There's so many Death Note. I know, right? It's so many. Like a justice system that, you know, eliminates the bad without any judgment. It's efficient, but is it justice? Good question, right? Light Yagami says, I am justice. I am the one who disposes of evil.
Ah, Genshin Asogi. Well, that was unfortunate.
That's the point. Then light can be destroyed and then there's no more bad.
I had fully intended to send him back to Japan as we agreed.
I don't believe you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed him!
No, it wasn't me who took your father's life.
Then who?
On the night following his mock execution, I went to Low Gate Cemetery there at 3 in the morning with Jigoku.
Judge Jigoku?
There had to be a collaborator on the Japanese side to manage Asogi's treatment after his repatriation. Jigoku had fierce ambition. It made him easy to manipulate. 10 years ago, after he stood trial for the destruction of the witness stand, I had words with him. When I told him the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs could be his, he couldn't agree fast enough. Seishiro. Bakane. As you know, Asogi escaped prison in a closed casket and was subsequently interred. We intended to dig him out of his grave before he ran out of air. But sadly, all did not go as planned.
It is a dead body. Oh my god. Oh no. I must run.
There was an unexpected visitor to the cemetery with his own ideas about digging up graves. A man who witnessed what nobody was supposed to see.
Enoch Drebber. I can't help but feel bad for Enoch Drebber. Like, Enoch Drebber, he was a piece of crap. He tried to kill someone, but at the end of the day, man, I can't help but feel bad for him, man. Oh no, curses, foiled again. Run, I am Enoch. Student dead. Oh no, it is a horrifying thing. Genshin, yeah, he got killed just because the dude was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, if he decided to go grave robbing tomorrow, none of this would have happened. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you can't really blame him. I mean, obviously you can, because he tried to murder someone, but at the same time, you can't. All because of student debt, man. Ah, man. And what's crazy is that, you know, these are medical students. Like, they're going to grow up to be doctors, man. I mean, I suppose not him, but you know, the medical, like he said, like he frequented it with medical staff as well.
Of course, I knew grave robbers frequented London's cemeteries.
He was an engineering student selling it to med students. I see. So in that case, everyone doesn't have money. Long story short, all the students, zero money.
But that grave on that particular night. Blast. If people find out the convict wasn't really executed. The scandal will rock the very foundations of the Empire.
Then what do we do? Shoot him! Mr. Jigoku, shoot Asogi at once! He can't live now that this has happened. He has to go. What are you talking about? You had an agreement. You promised he could return to Japan.
Everything's changed now.
If the truth got out because of this, both of us would be finished. Forever.
I mean, man, if Jigoku could just step back and think for like 5 seconds, he could have just said, no, I'm not going to do that. Sure, he wouldn't get the foreign minister position, but he was like, no, I'm not going to sell out one of my freaking best friends. What the He sold out one of his best friends for a salary. He was panicking. I mean, fair. When you're panicking, when you don't have time to think, you just make a decision. But he did also sell out his best friend for a salaried position, man. Jigoku chose money over that cake? Yeah, I mean... friendship cake, man. Wait. You guys know what I mean. Cake is cake, man. Cake is cake. Always choose cake over money. Wait. That makes it sound like I'm trying to say... No, wait, hold on a second. No, but don't sell out your friends, man. He could have shot Drebber. I mean, yeah, but also at the same time... I mean, you're absolutely right. You're right, he could have shot Drebber, too. Always appreciate your homie's cake. It's okay as long as you say no homo. Yeah, the lore is crazy, man.
Come on, Jigoku. Do it! Pull the trigger! Shoot!
I cannot, but that sounded like a big gun, too. That wasn't no, like, freaking revolver. That was like a rifle, man. They came, like, they came strapped.
Jigoku shot Asogi from the shadows. The grave robber was so close. Blood sprayed over his coat. He fled as fast as his legs would carry him. Then Jigoku and I put Asogi's body back in the grave from which he'd just emerged. When I later learned of the waxwork modeler's presence at the scene as well.
Wait, dang. So she just dug the dude up again, and like he was just bleeding out through a bullet hole, and she was like, "Oh, this looks like a good specimen." God, what the frick? Yo, Madam to Spells, hold on a second. Dude was bleeding out from a bullet hole. He was like covered in blood.
And she was all like, "Oh, this is a good specimen. Oh, it will make an interesting exhibit for my exhibit."
Oh, man. They could have shipped his body back to Japan. I don't think they could have. One, I think the body would rot very quickly. Two, they would discover the bullet hole. And he was executed by hanging, so supposedly. Or she wanted to expose. Maybe she wanted to expose. I think she was just in it for the money. In other words, my kind of woman. I mean, what?
I made her swear to two things. Never to remove the professor's mask. And never to speak of the events at night.
Okay, thank God. But at the same time, I'm surprised Strongheart didn't just kill 2 spells. He killed everyone else. I'm actually shocked that he didn't kill... Damn, 2 spells got some freaking pretty privilege. He fucked up by not killing her. Exactly, but yeah, exactly, Pudawit. She's hot. She has pretty privilege. Or he was too arrogant. No. See, you guys have to understand. Strongheart walked up to her with a knife. He was about to kill her. He was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't kill her. Also, killing a major figure in public. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't have her, like, assassinated or something. There was a witness as to why they had a scapegoat. I mean, fair. He doesn't kill women. He respects them. Respect women, everyone. Be like Strongheart. Respect women. Yeah, I wouldn't give that advice. I'm Strongheart. No, I'm not Strongheart. He drinks that respect whammon juice.
And with that, the secret was buried along with Asogi's corpse. So now you know what really happened in Lowgate Cemetery that night.
I guess we'll never really know this, but was Asogi buried with the mask on? Can you imagine trying to break out of a coffin? And... Yep. Hold up. I just want to point this out. Wait, Drebber dug up Asogi, right? Just by pure coincidence, from what I understand. Did Drebber also unnail him? Or is Asogi just that powerful? He was just like, and just punch his way out of the coffin. Because I'd like to imagine that he just headbutts the coffin and, like, the coffin explodes. And he just comes out with, like, aura.
So now you know what really happened in Lowgate Cemetery that night.
Yeah, 2 spells had the unmasked, but yeah, the mask would be on. Yeah. That sucks, man. That's some freaking animal treatment, man.
It was Jigoku, your Japanese acquaintance, who killed Asogi in the end, you see. He claimed to be the man's friend, but when push came to shove, he pulled the trigger for money.
Just before Mr. Jigoku left the courtroom earlier, he said that the assassin exchange proposal was a demand from his British count. Obviously, it was Strongheart. So you coerced him too, using what happened in the graveyard.
By that time, Jigoku was Minister of Foreign Affairs, negotiating international treaties with Britain. You can imagine what would have happened if it came to light that he'd murdered a compatriot 10 years earlier.
I'd be Sholmes because I'm dumb. No, I was pretty smart. I solved the sword thing. This sucks for everyone. Yeah, but at least they know what happened. And that's probably the best you're going to get, man. No one's really going to recover, but we're just going to say, okay, this is just reality. No, but oh my god, I was just realizing. Can you imagine Strongheart realizing that he has discriminated against the Japanese for like, what, 10 plus years? When it was the Japanese who tried to save him? Damn. Damn. No, yeah, sorry, Van Zieks, yeah. Can you imagine Van Zieks having discriminated against Japanese for over 10 years just to realize that it was that the Japanese were the only people who really cared about him? Damn.
He would have lost everything. I merely reminded him of that.
How do you sleep at night?
From a bed on Sleep Number. These past 10 years, I've fought tirelessly with the darker recesses of London's criminal underworld. And I've used whatever means necessary to ensure that justice prevails and law and order reigns supreme.
Objection!
That couldn't be further from the truth. The fact is, you haven't fought crime at all.
How dare you! I saved Clint Van Zieks from dishonor in his death.
And you think he deserves that? He killed 4 people, just a reminder.
Objection!
This trial is sponsored by Sleep Number.
Whilst behind the scenes,
you systematically buried anyone who stood in your way. And then you made my father take the blame.
It was unavoidable. It was the only way to protect our justice system and public order.
Let's not forget the others you killed as well. Setting up the defendant as the Reaper to cover the truth behind the murders of countless more.
That's enough! Do you have any idea of the conniving that led to the acquittals of those wretched criminals?
So in the end of the day, the real vigilante was Strongheart. Yeah, Genshin, I can respect his decision, not Strongheart, man.
We have to fight fire with fire.
Well, they tried that in California. It didn't work out.
Our courts cannot function without a Reaper. Can't you see all that I've done for this country? This has been my struggle.
Objection!
You've done nothing. It's Lord Van Zieks here who worked tirelessly and justly in court, whilst enduring the disgrace of the Reaper name. And some say his heart grew 3 sizes that day. And Inspector Gregson, fraught with anguish for having sullied his hands through a desire to do the right thing. Not to
aforementioned Genshin Asogi, who risked his life going in the pursuit of truth that you tried to hide! No, the darker recesses of London's underworld were largely filled by you. You, little. When will you get it through your thick skulls? That was all for Queen and country? I'm tiring of that excuse. You've consistently twisted the truth for bargaining power, to make others do your bidding, and nothing more. People who willingly twist the truth and coerce others have no right to call themselves part of the judiciary. I strongly suggest you don't ever talk of justice again!
Well, dear me, my good fellows! Dear me! A well-deserved round of applause, I think, for quite a marvelous performance!
What are you talking about?
Those delightfully grave inspections! That beautifully pronounced Queen's English! Really, our friends here from the Far East are quite a picture of industriousness!
You fraud! Keep your mockery! Please, don't misunderstand. It really is exactly as you've both said.
What are you trying to say?
I have occupied the darker recesses of London's underworld, and, how do you put it,
Done nothing! I confess, it's a little embarrassing to have it pointed out quite so starkly, but yes!
I really have done nothing. Which means
I can be indicted for nothing now!
Conspiracy to murder, accessory, fraud. There's like a million different laws about corruption. Bro, what are you on about? Do you have no Do you even have a degree in law? Do you even have a...
I studied Scottish history in school!
Chief Lord Justice, everyone!
It's true. Personally, I have committed no crime. I've merely been surrounded by fools who've acted very rashly indeed.
You can't get away with that! You've consistently preyed on people's weaknesses! Extortion? More like suggestion?
And what? Threatened them? Are you sure it wasn't just bargaining?
What a piece of... He knows he's guilty of like 20 different things.
I would like to address all the good lords, ladies, and gentlemen of the judiciary here present. You all know the darker recesses in our great
capital. Deep down, I believe you also know that to fight those who dwell there requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. Freaking screw you, man.
Look, a practicality is not the same thing as specifically driving. But oh my! This is. It's justifying murder. Justifying murder. It's like a practicality isn't something that the legal system is striving towards. Man. It's like, can you imagine a legal system that says, you should try your best not to murder, but sometimes it happens. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like this type of rhetoric is the type of thing that's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. And he's not, this is the thing, right? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But, right, like you can see how when this happens, it is so easily contemptible and corruptible that we're seeing it right now. It's like, oh yeah, you need dark people in the dark places. Yeah, but the dark places will always be taken advantage of. So it's like, you see that it is practical, but at the same time, it absolutely needs to be punishable.
So let me appeal to your good sense now. Consider the situation with me.
Yeah, what a freaking piece of crap.
If this catalogue of horrifying revelations were to be common knowledge among the 6 million inhabitants of London, what might happen?
They would demand democracy or something? I don't know.
To learn that the infamous murderer of royals and nobles was a respected member of the aristocracy himself. That evidence was fabricated in the scapegoat's trial amid secret negotiations with prosecutors to effect a jailbreak. That the Reaper of the Bailey was an organized group of assassins managed by Scotland Yard. And finally, that it was all masterminded by the Lord Chief Justice himself.
If the general public of Britain knew the truth, all faith in the police and the prosecutor's office would be completely lost, without a doubt.
Public order in the capital would completely break down.
I say, while there are a bunch of riots, we'll just throw Van Zieks in there and we'll just let the public do what they want with him.
We'd be cast back to the lawless days of the last century. Precisely as it was 100 years ago, where 1 in 10 of the population were criminals. Think what we've accomplished since then. A public police force. A comprehensive set of laws.
I mean, I am going to be honest right now, right? Like, their best bet is probably starting over. It's like, do you know whose fault it was that they lost faith in the system? It's your fault. It's your fault. It's entirely your fault. It's like, oh, it's bad, so therefore let's just not punish me. It's like, what freaking BS?
I say again, we must at times occupy the darkness ourselves. We have successfully identified and apprehended the man responsible for taking Inspector Gregson's life. That is all was expected of this trial. All other matters that have been discussed will be eliminated from the minutes of these proceedings in the interests of preserving law and order.
No. You cannot create a legal system that's run on a false premise. That, oh my God, dude. What a freaking piece of crap! I swear to freaking God. The thing is, he has some level of there's some level of truth. That's why what is it? He makes such a compelling argument. It's like, you have to accept that there are practicalities that people cannot achieve. And so as a result, oh my God. This just hurts to see, man. Average dictator, pretty much.
And to protect Her Majesty the Queen, of course. Well, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, what do you say?
What do they say? He has a point. No. The things Lord Stronghold has done are quite unforgivable. No.
But on the other hand,
isn't it our duty to maintain law and order at the capital? You cannot deny that the threat of the Reaper over the years has done wonders for the crime rate.
and by fair means of foul, is all thanks to Lord Strong.
Leave it to rich people to tell the poor people what to think. I swear to frickin' God. We do not claim the gallery. Oh, wait, while they're chanting Strongheart, let me say this. Let me put it like this. Okay, do you know what is the... Okay, I'm an American, right? So I obviously have some level of bias to the Americans. But do you know what's one thing I really like about the American government that I frickin' hate about? Dude, I stop saying so. Let me just keep going for now. Are you hearing this?
This is the will of the British judiciary?
Oh, frick you. Frick you.
For your rousing response, friends, I express my heartfelt gratitude. Therefore, in accordance with the overwhelming wishes of the court, the records shall be erased.
You have to respect the man's ability to turn a situation to his favor. Lord Strongheart really is a master of manipulation. You've conclusively proven his guilt, yet he still manages to evade justice. I just don't get it. What can we do?
Ryunosuke!
Looks like the trial really is going to come to an end now. I'm almost out of options, I think. Okay, so first of all, I just want... Okay, it doesn't seem like Strongheart's gonna end. Okay, the one thing that I really respect about the American justice system that some of the European justice systems don't implement as well. The big thing that I really respect about the American justice system is that, you know, a lot of European justice systems, they're built on this idea, like, how do you put this? They're built on this idea that, we will elect smart people to run the government, and they will give them the opportunity to do as good a job as possible. It's like that. Okay, I understand the reasoning behind that. The American justice system was set up a little bit differently. The founding fathers of America got together and they came to the conclusion that the government is going to be run by a bunch of monkeys, and they're all going to be stupid, if not incredibly corrupt, and they're going to try to murder us all. That was essentially the philosophy that the founding fathers came up with. They said, they said, the government is always going to be like the worst possible thing ever, and we're going to have to set it up in a way that limits how much bad they can do. And for the most part, we've seen that fairly successful. It's one of the reasons why, you know, like when every time like America has gotten like wiped out or like beaten down, they immediately come back because the government has this flexibility and has this ability to like, okay, we're gonna replace them all and put in someone new because that's one of the things that I love about the American government. Like you can dislike lots of different things, but the one thing that the founding fathers realized way early on is that everyone who wants to be in government is going to be either stupid or corrupt. And so they limited that. And so this is the type of thing that I always say. So Strongheart is saying like, oh, look at what I've done. Because I was Lord Chief Justice, I could have separation of power. Yes, separation of power. Yeah, and yeah, partially because, you know, they left Britain and they hated the British government to an extent. So they were a very anti-government kind of from the beginning. But it's like what the Strongheart system is functionally okay. As the Lord Chief Justice, I can do anything, and so I will make sure the world is good. It's like, yeah, but what if you're replaced with a monkey? And that's really what the government should be doing, right? We should think about how we can govern better, but it also has to minimize risk. And when he functionally says, oh, yeah, because I'm the Lord Chief Justice, I should be able to kill all the bad guys and, you know, make the justice system good and A-okay. It's like, okay, yeah, then, you know, when you die, someone's going to take over that system, and they're, you know, you can 100% bet that they're absolutely just going to do whatever they want with that. It's like the last thing you should be doing is giving a position infinite power, you know, or as Chancellor Palpatine says, unlimited power. To be fair, European governments still have parliaments and constitutions as long... Yeah, no, I totally get you. Yeah, to be fair, they do have parliaments and stuff like that. But I will say, like, a lot of their philosophies are definitely less... let's just say it's a little bit less capable of reeling back bad things when they happen. Let's just put it like that. Like, they're not designed to do that. They're designed to do really good things as much as possible. And for the most part, it works. Largely because a lot of European societies are mostly, is the word monogamous? Like, unlike the United States, as a Hungarian, I know. I wish you all the best, weird creature. I wish you all the best. Yeah, but like especially because like if you look at America's like 5,000 different cultures. Homogenous. That's the word I'm looking for. Monogamous. No. They're largely homogenous, and they are what's what I'm looking for? And like the homunculi. Yes, they're largely homunculi. And like we have like 5,000 cultures, and they all hate each other. That's frickin' America. And so we need a system where, as bad as you are, you can't get any worse. You guys know what I mean. Mostly one culture. A lot of the European societies are largely one culture. We fuck here with everybody. Okay, fair. I think yeah, we in America here we have like 30,000 cultures and they all want to kill each other. So Looks like this trial is really going to come to an end. I'm almost out of options. I think. There's really only one path I have left to me. I need some water. I need to think. We've been listening to Strongheart chanting. Okay. A water break gallery. Okay. There's only one path left. Do we have evidence? Okay, we already know the answer to everything. What evidence can we present? What objection can we present? Wait, no, stop chanting Strongheart! What evidence can we present? Evidence. Damn. That's some charisma. Boom! Everyone stops. Wait, look at the Japanese kid. What's he doing? Okay. The only thing that carries any weight in court is hard evidence. But Mr. Naruhodo, what evidence is there to use at this stage in the trial? I have an idea. I don't know whether anything will come of it. Ever a time for using this? It's now! Save us, Sholmes!
Take that!
Save us, Mr. Sholmes! Oh, yes. Mr. Sholmes asked if you ever... Mr. Sholmes asked if you had that with you earlier. We've exposed all of Lord Strongheart's wrongdoing now. No doubt that Mr. Sholmes has already deduced exactly how the truth would unfurl. Oh, Iris. I do believe about now I will be getting a call from Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, give me a moment. So I think it might be time for the great detective to take the center stage. Don't you? Yes, absolutely. Let's take the hair by the ears then. And... Wait for it, Iris. 3, 2, 1... Ow! Exactly on time. Hello, my dear fellows! Must I remind you every time, a gentle tug will suffice. Mr. Schultz! Mr. Schultz, we're calling you! You're looking in quite the wrong direction, Mr. Naruhodo. Because I'm over here! Mr. Naruhodo, he's... What?! What?! They invented holograms! I wasn't expecting you back, Schultz. Oh, delighted to be here again. Lord Strongheart. Might I say... long. I admit defeat. I admit defeat! I admit it! I admit defeat! He's actually smart!
What is the meaning of this? Bailiff, seize him! Put that man in irons! This is a closed court. You've been warned once already, man.
What the? We can't get hold of him, my lord! We go right through.
You see, here, nobody cha-chas real smooth like me! I'm afraid your efforts are wasted, you see. The great detective you see before you is composed entirely of light and shadow. An image, if you will. Oh, I'm over here. Mr. Naruhodo, I must congratulate you on your fine deductions.
Mr. Sholmes, what on earth is?
Are you familiar, I wonder, with the invention known as the telephone?
I hear that some public telephones have been installed in Tokyo. The sound of the speaker's voice is converted into electric signal and transmitted instantly to another place.
Quite. Sounds are transmitted. So, could not images keep them company, I mused.
Sholmes, over 100 years later, we still don't have this technology. What the frick?
Iris and I did some modest experimentation to develop such a device, specifically for this very day.
Modest experimentation? What a modest description.
And somewhat incidentally, I thought we might as well transmit the entire scene.
Somewhat incident. Now you're just being modest. My poor Van Zeeks is having a brain meltdown. His brain is melting.
Do you mean to say you're not actually here?
Ah, I knew my trusty partner would have no trouble grasping the concept. It's elementary, my dear Mikotoba.
Except he's grasping the stand to steady himself at the shock of your arrival. Poor father. I would have hoped he might have been forewarned, being the great detective's partner.
Leave my courtroom at once. Get out! I swear to you. Oh, dear me! You, on the other hand, Lord Stronghob, have a very poor grasp of the situation. Allow me to reiterate. I am not here. Which would, I hope, naturally lead to one asking... Where exactly are you? Ah, the very question I was awaiting! Ryunosuke, you gotta get on the jump. It's that other Japanese man who... I am at present enjoying an air in a rather splendid garden.
A garden?
Oh, not just any garden, you understand. A garden at Buckingham Palace!
Wait, so we're here fighting for your lives, and you're having tea with the Queen?
Oh, tea with the Queen and crumpets and biscuits and bangers and mash. What? What? You can't be serious! Buckingham Palace!
What's a Buckingham, Miss Susato? I've never heard of it. Do you even read the news, Mr. Naruto? Mr. Shaw. The Victorian version of I Told Mom. She has the little handcuff. Is Iris with you there? Iris is currently enjoying some tea with Her Majesty. You can tell it's Her Majesty because I capitalized the H. Her Majesty? Wait, there's a woman involved? Is she pretty? Take some pictures for me. Oh, not just any Her Majesty, you understand? Her Majesty, the Queen of the British Empire. She's married. No!
What?
Oh, what on earth is this all about? Buckingham Palace is Her Majesty the Queen's residence in London, Mr. Naruhodo.
Order in the court. I demand immediate silence. Majesty the Queen. This is some sort of unforgivably distasteful trickery by a third-rate detective. That's all.
Unforgivably distasteful trickery? No. You.
Ah!
A closed court session, attended by the elite members of the judiciary, is a rare event! I'd love to be head-patted by the Queen. I presume that Her Majesty would be more than a little curious about the proceedings. So, I decided to show her everything, from start to finish. In fact, I have it on VHS and DVD. What's a DVD? Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be very popular in 100 years.
You showed her?
Indeed. By dint of the Herlock Sholmes remote cinematograph. That's cinematograph, Hurley. Holograms.
Meddling.
Is this some kind of nightmare?
Oh, God. Now he can be in two places at once.
He would do crazy numbers on Twitch. Here we are at the crime scene. I am currently being shot at. Just as I appear to be standing before you, regaling with talk of my latest invention. No doubt you've inferred that the reverse is also true. You don't mean... Her Majesty has seen and heard every moment of the proceedings. I can see you and you and you. Oh, hello, Mr. Goss. Yeah, hello, Mr. Sholmes. I assumed there would be no objection after all. Every trial in this country is conducted under the auspices of Her Majesty, as you know. And I confess I'm quite impatient to hear Her Majesty's opinion about the unforgivable, distasteful trickery in which you've been engaged over the past 10 years.
I was merely...
Oh, so sorry to keep you all waiting. Vicky and I were discussing how to run the mafia.
Iris!
Oh, God, it's a sassy child next to me! Oh.
Freaking Iris! Oh my god!
In fact, I have a little message here from Her Majesty.
Miss, my lady, I was just doing this under your orders! Don't do this to me!
My orders? I have no idea what you're talking about, Strongheart.
No! No, Iris, no!
Well, if everyone is sitting comfortably, and I say, ahem!
I wanted to read it, Hurley.
Look at her! Look at her with little pouty face.
I know she calls her Vicky. Queen Vicky.
Forthwith, with immediate effect, all authority previously afforded to Miles Strongheart is hereby revoked for evermore. It's just a picture. No, you. Furthermore, he will be prosecuted for crimes against his country in a public trial. Ooh, it's not private now, is it? Ha ha! By jury in the coming days. Oh, by jury! I hope juror number 2 will be there.
So, it seems Her Majesty doesn't believe we need to fight fire with fire. Justice in this country needn't be administered from the shadows at all. Damn, he is done. Male Strongheart. The darkness you fostered to conceal your despicable actions these last 10 years is a thing of the past now. After today, your brand of law and order has no future. You are no longer the Chief Justice. In the eyes of the law and Her Majesty the Queen, you are nothing but a criminal!
Oh, Ripbozo.
Adjourned! Adjourned! Adjourned!
Yo, we gotta evacuate? Oh. Yeah, I thought he was gonna die.
Lord Clint Van Zix left a will in which he confessed to everything. When those words came out of Asogi's mouth, it deranged me completely. I knew I must do anything and everything in my power to contain the situation. But I couldn't find the damn document. I searched his cell. It wasn't there.
Which precipitated the jailbreak plot, I presume. What do you mean?
The need to obtain that will was all-consuming. I'm sure that if I had facilitated Asogi's escape, he would emerge with the will somewhere on his person. But despite searching his limp body in the cemetery that night, it still eluded me. It never even crossed my mind that it was concealed in the sword's hilt. What pains me now is that my brother left this world without a word to me.
He was probably trying to protect you, buddy. He didn't want you to be associated with a mass murderer. In point of fact, I think perhaps that isn't the case. Sorry? Hey, Nana.
How can that be?
There is more to his last will and testament.
What? You purposefully didn't read it, so you could have an epilogue. As I confront the prospect of my demise, I feel bitter regret for my younger brother. Baroque, you have always looked up to me, and now you follow in my footsteps to become a prosecutor. It is my fervent wish that my unspeakable deeds should not hinder your advancement. I ask not for understanding, nor could understand, for none could understand my depravity. I only ask for forgiveness.
Asogi is a fine detective and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that this document continues to survive. The second, I cannot commit to paper. I have confessed to my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my quill. Clint Van Ziggs.
That was a pretty good English accent, Susato. Hold it together, buddy. Don't cry until you're in private, okay?
Clint.
Male Strongheart. You colluded with Seishiro Jigoku in a criminal plot so immense it spanned the Pacific? Atlantic? I guess both. And you cold-heartedly murdered all those who knew the truth about what happened 10 years ago. But why'd you set about now? A whole decade later, because he was about to be promoted. It's money. It's literally money.
To ascend to the very peak. These last 10 years made me realize being the Lord Chief Justice wasn't enough. short of becoming Her Majesty's Attorney General, I could have no real power to affect the change needed in this country.
It's never enough. It's never enough power. After that, you're like, oh, well, maybe I should just kill the queen, and then I'll become the king, or something like that.
And for that promotion, I needed to ensure no remnants of the past remained.
Hasn't there been another case where, like, like someone was trying to get rid of someone because they saw, like, a scandal for promotion and stuff like that?
How could you? I like everything to run smoothly, in the exact manner that I prescribe.
And that's why you could never succeed in this, man. The justice system is dirty. It doesn't run as you want it to.
I was just a step away. And for your ambition to succeed, did you even bother to count the number of brilliant people you killed?
Mr. Reaper, are you not forgetting something? Yeah, with the clock, man.
Such as?
Oh, you very much adopted your usual prosecutor-like demeanor in the proceedings now. But the reality of the situation is that you are the defendant. LOL. However, the presiding judge would appear to have fallen from the bench, as it were. It's my boy! He's back! May I suggest, therefore, we entrust the final education to an old friend?
My lord. As a member of the judiciary, I have been following the proceedings from the gallery.
See, you can never replace Judge, right? There was the Canadian Judge. He's okay, but you can never replace Judge.
And I must say, I shan't ever forget the extraordinary battle between good and evil I witnessed today. The darkness has blighted justice in our lands these past 10 years, and it has at last been dispelled.
Judge was probably chanting 2 minutes ago.
Strong heart, guilty. Thanks in no small part to the efforts of a bright young star from the east.
Prosecutor Asogi. What? Defense counsel Naruhodo. Yes, my lord.
On behalf of everyone here present at the Old Bailey, I give you my heartfelt thanks.
You're too kind, my lord.
The first time I faced you in court just under a year now. I had the faintest of intimations that if British justice, so warped and twisted over its long history, was to finally know change, this might just be the man to do it.
Alright, let's be real here, Van Zeeks. You were like, ew, he's Nipponese. And then, slowly, you were like, what is this manga? And then, finally, you were like, kawaii desu ne.
But at the time, I wouldn't allow myself to acknowledge the possibility. I couldn't overcome my hatred of the Japanese after the circumstances of my brother's death. Mr. Naruhodo, allow me to apologize for countless discourtesies. You are a lawyer of boundless talent.
Lord Van Zeeks.
When I first arrived in Great Britain, I was literally a nobody. Certainly not a lawyer. It turns out he was a weeb all along. The truth is, my fortunes have been entirely made by the miraculous people I've met. My best friend Kazuma Sogi, who I thought was dead for 80% of the game. My loyal and ever-patient judicial assistant, Misu Sato, who somehow literally knows everything about the world. The brilliant Lord Van Zeeks, who never failed to challenge his Nipponese rival with blatant racism. And not to mention, the incredibly stupid, lacking common sense, and ultimately just outright dumb Mr. Sholmes. Oh, saving the best for last. Wait, dumb. I literally solved the whole thing. You call me dumb. Do you remember the gravity machine? Right. Okay, so I'm a little dumb. I'm well aware that without these people's help, I wouldn't be where I am today. The truth is a guiding light that always leads to happiness. I've lived by that principle for a long time now, but actually it's not true. The truth can also cause great pain. Sometimes even leave people on the brink of despair. And I hope Miss Green is doing okay. And for that reason, there are those who feel the need to hide the truth, who do it instinctively. But as soon as we allow our eyes to settle on something other than the truth, the darkness takes hold. From there it grows, until eventually, it makes us blind to the guiding light of the truth. That's why it's my belief that we must all resolve. He said it! He said the thing! To never avert our eyes from what is just and true. So that we can continue to walk the straight and narrow path ahead. Well, I must excuse myself now. But before I go, Mr. Naruhodo, let me compliment you on your grand opus. What? Without your beautifully composed case against Lord Strongheart, Her Majesty would have been unable to act. Thanks to you and your fellows, the haunting undertones of corrupting the British justice system have been silenced. Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you very much. So, until our paths cross again somewhere. Oh, thank God he's gone.
Well then, it would appear that this long trial has finally come to an end. My apologies for any anxiety caused, my lord. I'm sure we shall meet again here in the courtroom before long, Prosecutor Baroque von Zeeks. In conclusion, I hereby declare the defendant, Baroque von Zeeks, not guilty. Quick, fire the fireworks! And now the Old Bailey's on fire. That is all. Court is adjourned. I'm smashing my hammer.
Is this considered the is this considered the epilogue?
November 4th, 4:21 p.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. It's really over. But did I sacrifice too much?
Mr. Naruhodo. I really must congratulate you. It was truly a splendid performance. Honestly, I couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you very much. But I really couldn't have done it without you all at my side. Or without you at my side, Mr. Sato.
Oh. Your kind words mean so much to me.
It really was a very splendid show, Mr. Naruhodo. I have thought you'd be smiling from ear to ear, but you look rather glum.
Well, of course I'm delighted about the verdict. But in exposing the truth, I'm afraid I caused my client a great deal of pain. I'm not really sure that's what a lawyer ought to be doing.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm quite sure that when you see Lord Van Zeek's smiling face, everything will be much better.
I hate you.
There he is. Most lawyers just take the money and move on. That's true. But he's like, no, my client actually matters. It's like, dang, if we could only have a lawyer like him. You think they'd have a smiling sprite for him?
What? You think the artists anticipated me to smile?
Mr. Sato. Everything seems worse. He has a face like thunder. It's like,
Is this a better smile? I am trying to smile.
Oh dear. I really shouldn't have presumed.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Hi.
Almost a year it's been now since I first encountered you here in this very courthouse. For you have risen to the level of excellence you demonstrated today. Well, it's quite remarkable.
But I exposed the most unpalatable truth you could ever imagine in court today. I feel as though I've robbed you of something you held so dear.
What was it he said? To fight those who dwell in the darkness requires at least some of us to occupy the darkness ourselves. But that was just the feeble excuse of a coward. Only those with a steadfast eye for the truth have what it takes to fight the dark forces of crime. You made fine work of establishing that fact in court today.
Oh, well, thank you.
What magnanimous words. I'm quite sure that Kazuma would have a smile on his face at this very moment.
Kazuma, I hate you.
Mr. Sato. There's another face here like thunder.
Oh my.
And he really was here.
Lord Van Zeeks, allow me to congratulate you on your acquittal. Congratulate me, or curse me. You failed to bring down the Reaper. I owe you an apology. No, it is I who should be apologizing. Your father, Genshin. Impact, if I had been stronger, then perhaps.
Healing arc. By the end of this, he'll be like,
I need a hug, Asogi. Very well, Van Zeeks. I made an unforgivable error of judgment. I can offer no excuse. And I can offer no forgiveness. That said, I suppose you fought for justice and the truth. For that, at least, I cannot withhold respect. Your words mean more to me than you could know. I will hold them dear. Quick hug. We are in public, Van Zeeks. Very quick one. Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Kazuma-sama.
I must say, there's one thing that's still bothering me.
what's that?
The will that Lord Clint Van Zeeks wrote before his duel with my father. Long hug when we get back to the office. Okay, but you're buying dinner. Asogi is a fine detective, and a hunter worthy of respect. He has agreed to honor my final 2 wishes. The first is that the document survives. The second, I cannot commit to paper.
Yeah, the moment they get away, they'll be like, I'm sorry, man. Like, me too. Give me a hug. I'm a hugging out, man. I'm a hugging out. No. Asogi might cry. Van Zeeks would be like, Van Zeeks is definitely a single tier type of person. He's like,
I will cry now. I have confessed my sins to my wife. May she find resolution in my death. With my eternal gratitude to my Japanese friend, I rest my queen.
was Asogi studying with Clint or studying with Van Zeeks? I don't remember. It must have been Clint, right? Because he wasn't, he was still, you know, he hadn't taken on a case yet, the other Van Zeeks. Barak.
What can the second of his final wishes have been? That your father agreed to honor you, me. Who is this? I think perhaps.
Heck yeah, I called it!
I might be able to shed some light on that.
What?
Father.
All right.
It was 10 years ago, as you know. The day before the execution was scheduled. I went to the prison to say my farewell to Genshin. Why aren't you putting up more of a fight, Genshin? If you only agree to it, Seishiro and I would gladly petition the government. We've been through everything already. You don't need to worry about me. Anyway, Eugene, I have a favor to ask of you. Something of great importance. You are one of my greatest friends, Genshin. Whatever it is, consider it done. I am going to tell you an address. I need you to get there at once. Secret. Tell no one. You should find a lady of the Gent.
My boy. Oh, you know, I should wait until the end.
A lady of the Gentry.
Is it Gentry or Gentry? I don't actually know.
She's not in a good way, and she's with
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Jen, as in okay, Jen.
The birth is imminent. The birth is imminent. As a medical man, I'd like you to attend her. Please, you are her only hope. By any chance, is the child yours, Genshin? Don't be daft! It is a favor that was asked to me by the man I knew as his dying wish. My goodness. I swore to the man that I would help. That I would do whatever I could for his wife and unborn child. But if something should happen, I need to ask of the same favor. You are the only person I can truly rely on. What did you say? If something should happen to you, tomorrow night, you're going to be...
Oh, he didn't know about the professor plan?
You'll never know, do you? What life will bring. Alright then. Tell me the address. I'll head there at once. With Seicho... No. Not with him. Pardon? This is a favor I ask of you. And only you. Eugene. Right. Very well.
Yeah, Genshin, like, I don't think he knew the plan. I think the only people who knew about the plan were Genshin and some of the people in the court, and then eventually Seishiro.
That very night, I caught a train from Paddington to Dartmoor in Devon.
Yeah, Genshin was really just gonna be like, you rolled the 50-50, I'm back!
I found the old house in the middle of nowhere. Old hunting hound lay asleep in the grounds.
Oh, that's Balmung. Dang. She don't look pregnant at all. That might be due to malnourishment, now that I think about it. No, but she's an aristocrat. No, but she might... Let's be real here, with all the stress of the fact that her father, her husband is a serial killer, that baby was not going to be healthy. Like, stress does that. Like, you know, stress and, like, all sorts of... can cause all sorts of medical things. That baby was probably not going to be very healthy.
She was at the floor in the back of the docking room. She was in mortal danger.
This man literally showed up at the front door, knocked, and broke her water, and then gave birth. What the frick, man? What the frick? This man literally walked in and said, "Where's the mother? Well, let's give birth." It's like, god damn.
It was a torturous birth.
Yeah, my boy's a Chad. Yo, he's the husband that that got the milk and never left, man. God damn, what a chat. Malnourishment plus serial killer husband plus corset, yeah.
I did everything humanly possible for her and her child. And in the end, I was lucky enough to welcome a new life into the world. But tragically, my efforts to save the mother were in vain. I held the healthy newborn girl in my arms and wept for longer than I care to remember. Eventually, I looked around the room. There was precious little, but an old travel trunk that caught my eye.
Oh, there's the symbol. There's the symbol.
It had clearly been well looked after, made of top quality leather and fine stitching. But when I saw the emblem, I dropped
Oh, I thought you said I dropped everything. I was like, wait, but he's holding Iris. Oh,
everything dropped into place. Bakersfield.
Bakersfield?
you mean the woman was the wife of Lord Clint Van Zeeks? Ever notice that Iris has the same eyes as Well, I would, but I can't go to the court record anymore.
That's right. The newborn was his daughter. But that makes no sense. Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child in my care?
Because it's the child of a serial killer, and he wanted to not associate that? Probably. Yet another thing I guessed, I said Genshin or Clint. Yeah. I totally thought it was Genshin, and then they threw me for a loop, and it was like, oh wait, it's actually Miko Toba. I was like, what?
Listen, I told you that cake is cake, Naruhodo. But there is one more thing I must always tell you. Always use protection.
Words of wisdom from the goat Eugen. The secret extra option for post-canon Baroque is him spoiling Iris.
Why on earth?
Oh, that's Van Zeeks.
Why on earth wouldn't Clint have entrusted the child to me?
Yeah, he wouldn't have. Baroque was going through like some depression, man. That would have been tough. Although, not necessarily. Because maybe raising a child would have been good for him. Maybe the responsibility would have helped him out of depression. I don't know.
I was completely unaware that he even had a daughter.
Hey, Dre. I suppose he didn't really have any choice.
What?
Well, your brother said he confessed everything. So she must have been beside herself with worry. If the true identity of the professor were ever to be made public, the girl would be forever branded as the daughter of an infamous mass murderer.
Joke's on you, Rudo. I already am a mass murderer.
So the only solution was to distance the girl from the Van Zeeks family.
Like father, like daughter. Yeah, we never caught. I told you guys. In the end of the day, we can't catch Iris.
I don't believe it. I imagine that in his final hour, Lord Clint Van Zeeks made the obvious choice. He would have thought to himself, this Japanese man is someone I can trust. He is literally going to kill me, but I will trust him.
Yujin, but I do want Granny.
I honored my promise. To Genshin, of course.
Thanks for coming, Bowser. I'll definitely leave the end up for you.
However, only a month later, I was summoned back to Japan. And without disclosing the parentage of the child, I couldn't obtain permission to take her.
I mean, makes sense, right? You need a birth certificate or something.
Oh, how awful.
I was completely at a loss. In the end, I had to ask my great friend. I asked him if he would be a father.
Gen Clint, oh my god. That being Mr. Sholmes. Yeah. Yeah, Yujin, you know the rules. You can't take a pet on board.
Yes. He took one look in my eyes and agreed to it on the spot.
Hey, another dad who came back with the milk. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Dre. I'm sorry to hear that you've been going through like some tough stuff, but I'm always glad to hear that you're, you know, what is it? My streams can help. Mr. Sholmes, he has a heart of gold.
Really? All it can be said that I did for the child was to give her a name.
Oh?
When I'd come to Britain, trying to escape the grief of losing my wife, it was her name I gave the little girl.
Your wife's name? In other words...
The name of my mother? I am... Iris.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm a big strong man. Big strong man don't cry.
Oh. That's right. Oh, in English. Iris.
Iris. You know, if you named her Ayame, it would have been easier to figure out who the father was. Or maybe that would have been harder.
I had no idea.
Ow! 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 What's Mr. Naruhodo? What's wrong? This thing just pinched me on my butt! Ah, my dear fellows! Can you hear me? Mr. Sholmes, is that you? Ow! Okay! Yes! We can hear you! Send me some art of Iris is true. Okay, I'll have to check it out. You see what excessive talking can do? Let that be a lesson to you.
Mr. Sholmes, we weren't able to thank you properly before, but you were simply marvelous.
Oh, I mean, this stupid rabbit, right? This stupid rabbit, like if it's in my pocket, can it not see anything? It's like, Mr. Naruhodo, all I see is your underwear. Take me out, please.
Your checkmate move was a stroke of genius.
Indeed it was, wasn't it?
I surpassed myself, I feel. It had been apparent to me that to stop the Lord Chief injustice would require such measures.
Bruno! Susie! Oh, Iris! I'm so pleased! What a wonderful outcome! Her Majesty Queen Vicky said she thought my special blend was delicious.
Oh, I'm sure she did. After all, no one brews more delicious tea than you, Iris. Uncle Barry, oh God.
Let's have a party to celebrate.
Oh,
Let's have a party to celebrate. And Mr. Reaper, you simply must come too.
But where's my scythe? I'm busy. That evening.
I didn't even say when.
I'm busy all evenings.
the Reaper of the Bailey, flustered by a 10-year-old girl.
No, really? Oh, pooh. Maybe next time I'll schedule it in the afternoon.
But I give you my word that I shall present myself at your residence in the near future to express my gratitude.
Oh, Mr. Reaper, what are you doing here on my birthday?
This is a bouncy house. It's the latest invention from America. You're supposed to bounce on it at your birthday.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reaper. Mr. Reaper, what are you doing here on my half-birthday?
This is a pony. You're supposed to ride it.
What am I supposed to do with a pony?
I don't know.
Iris would convince him to bounce in the bouncy castle.
I do not bounce.
Oh, please, Mr. Reaper.
Fine, one bounce.
Oh, how lovely. You've promised now. I won't forget the bouncy house. Bye for now, then.
All right, Iris. Thank you.
That was nothing. Just come back home soon.
Ow!
Well, I think I ought to be leaving. Lord Van Zeeks, would you care to walk with me like the father figure I never had?
Well, certainly. Mr. Naruhodo, allow me to once again express my deep gratitude to you. I believe you saved my life.
Wait, Lord Van Zeeks!
Yes.
What are you intending to do now?
Well, clearly, I shan't have to resign from the prosecutor's office.
Oh no.
I intend to publicize the full truth about the Professor case. Once that's done, the Van Zeeks family will be ostracized completely from London society.
Surely not.
So as soon as I am free from my employment, I shall leave the capital.
Oh, I see.
Don't be a fool. Those are the actions of a man once feared as the mighty reaper of the Bailey? I beg your pardon. For the past 10 years, you've endured that pseudonym and been cast as one of the dark forces. Now that you've finally been freed from that disrepute, your battle is just beginning, surely. Well, I certainly never expected to hear those words from your lips. I waited a very long time to come to London. Now I'm properly here. I intend to learn all that I can. Anyway, goodbye for now, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. So, what types of food do you like? Have you heard of sushi before? Sushi? Is that the fish thing? I eat fish and chips sometimes. No, we don't cook it. What's the matter with you Nipponese? Why don't you cook your fish? It is better raw with rice. What is rice? I've never had one. Kazuma Asogi. It seems he's really matured suddenly.
He's not the only one who's matured, Mr. Naruhodo.
Imagine we did it! We did it! We ended racism, everyone! How's it going, Saren?
Well, I think we should make our way back to Baker Street. We must help Iris with tonight's dinner.
We must.
What will Ryunosuke Naruhodo's final decision be? Find out in the epic conclusion of the Great Ace Attorney.
Looks like we have one more episode where we will see the epilogue. No post credits. We will see it next time. So tomorrow we will see the epilogue. Because I expect the epilogue to take a while. Because the epilogue always has like the thing, and then the other thing, and then the third thing, and then all the bonus content. And then after that we'll talk about all sorts of other stuff about like video games and what's going on in the world. We can have like an extra long chat session. Hold on, let me save this before I accidentally delete my saves. Save here. There we go. There's like 3 scenes left. And then the thing for real. How's it going, Az? It's been a bit. Yeah, and we can talk about tomorrow's Nintendo Direct. Yeah, exactly. We if we end a game early, we always like to chat about stuff. So yeah, I'd love to chat about that with you guys. But yeah, I mean, we still have a little bit of time to chat. So what do you guys think? Do you think Iris will ever find out? You think Iris already knows? What do we hope to see? Well, obviously, either Ryunosuke Naruhodo or one of his predecessors, or not his predecessors, his descendants. One of his descendants is going to go back to Japan because, what is Phoenix's,
what is Phoenix's name? Ryu something, right? Ryu, I don't even remember. Ryu something Naruhodo. Ryuichi, that's it, Ryuichi. Yeah, Ryuichi. Yeah, you gotta go. Thanks so much for coming, Kiyoma. Yeah, so eventually they'll go back to Japan. Or Los Angeles, depending on if you're playing the English translation. You love this game? I love how you spelled it. I love this gay. Shit, so where are my grandkids? Oh man. Gay? Is it too far off? I mean, no, I think that was a Freudian slip, but like the typing version. Man, I love how I have a love-hate relationship with all the shipping that happens in the freaking Ace Attorney like fans. The best you got. Oh my god. I can't wait for the fun to be over so I can spam the chat with fun facts. Yes, absolutely. You guys can all throw in your fun facts during the credits. No, fun facts are fun. Like, especially because I know you guys are like, oh, you want to say fun facts, but at the same time, it's like, you can't because spoilers. So it's like, yeah, absolutely. I have no problem with fun facts. Did you know Ryunosuke Naruhodo was originally supposed to be Ryutaro Naruhodo? Only when they come up. Well, we'll probably talk about all the cases too. I really don't care who people ship Baroque with as long as they make him happy. See, now that is a supportive... That is a supportive spouse. What you can say is that originally the defendant of the Ryutaro case... Well, you mean the very first one? Like the very first case? Oh, no, the very first case of number 2, Ryutaro. That's Susato. And okay, I see. Shipping him with the concept of happiness. You see, Steam Sans. Here's the problem. If the defendant was her father... Okay, this is what the developers did. They're like, oh, we should make the defendant her father. And then they looked at the case and they're like, but where's the gay? Okay, let's make it a girl that she loves. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. In Japan, the concept of like friendship and like strong friendships is a lot more prominent than in like Western countries. So like in like it's like certain like strong like I'll say this, like manly friendships are indeed a thing in Japan. Here in the United States, manly friendships are like gay. That's why you always gotta remember, I'm a big strong man. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Hosonaga is not old, he's just... Yeah, poor guy, man. Like, Kazuya Nuri, the character designer, insisted on making the new character a young girl because he thought the case was too full of old men. I'd fit in perfectly. Old man! But do manly friendships cause you to go to law school to meet the guy again who you met a few months in the That is a good question.
I mean, can we point out the very first scene we see of Ryunosuke Naruhodo is he's on a steak date? Another fun fact, according to the art book, Hosonaga, he has an undiagnosed soba allergy. Oh no! Yeah, buckwheat allergy. That's a thing. Yeah, buckwheat allergy is indeed a thing. You can tell me the scene isn't out of a dating... Oh, you mean when Kazuma's sitting right across the table from him? You want an Ace Attorney dating simulator? Let me think. In an Ace Attorney dating simulator, who would they include? There has to be like an adoption route where you adopt Gina and Iris instead of marrying anyone. Because there's always that like one like happy family route. A dating sim, but everyone just rejects Ryunosuke. Oh no. There's an Ace Attorney Otome fanzine? I have no idea what that is. Maria would be mwah. And Maya, I can't see Maya as anything other than our daughter, to be honest. Well, then again, that's going to be a problem because I do know in number 6 she comes back as a fully grown adult. That's going to be hard. Fan-made content, I see. Baroque route.
Yes. My brother killed my father, and my sister killed my wife and my...
Mia and Venice. I mean, I swear, I remember the very first thing I said when I saw Mia was she was going to get thrown out of court. Like, damn. She going to get thrown out of court. I already forgot the Manseek's lore.
Everyone around me is dead.
Yeah. I gotta say... I still love how, in The Great Ace Attorney, the little child is like a super genius. I suppose in Ace Attorney, the child is also a super genius. She's just a super genius at being magic. Yeah, I isn't like Pearl like a super savant at like channeling things or something? Right. She literally runs, like she could literally run from like some remote village like 100 miles away. Yeah, she's an idiot, but she has superpowers. Meanwhile, why's that computer? Why's that computer? Also buys things with no... That's called stealing. What should I have for dinner? I'm just thinking about that. I gotta rest my voice too, because there was a lot of screaming in today's stream. Gina is also a genius at buying things with no money. Cake? Yes, but I'm talking about food. Nugs? Nuggies? The screaming was dope. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna have to rest my voice though for tomorrow. Cake with a side of cake. That sounds delicious. Yeah, what is it? I just hope I didn't, like, annoy the neighbors. You probably didn't hear this. But, like, what is it? After one of the screams, I suddenly heard, like, people walking around upstairs like they were, like, concerned for me or something. No screaming, just crying. I think they wanted to, like, come in and check on me. Like, is he okay? Which one? I don't remember, but they were all functionally Van Zieks going, "Ah!" Just yell, I'm a voice actor. There's someone getting killed in there. Playing it just has people stage interventions. Are you okay? Do you need help? The scream was I'm so glad. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. The man's already dead. I'm ready for the depressing animatic. Oh boy. It's okay, we'll all be happy, right? Because Ryunosuke will probably head back to Japan, and he's all like, yeah, objection! Yeah, but, there are a couple of animatics I always recommend. What do you want to see at the Switch 2? I mean, the only thing that they've announced so far is that it's bigger and it has more battery life, and that's about it. There's an unused Genshin model, but its texture is just all black, so it looks like a silhouette. Oh, interesting. I mean, there were some black silhouettes of Strongheart. Not Strongheart. There were black silhouettes of Gregson. There was a black silhouette of Sholmes. There was a black silhouette of Seishiro. In the prison flashbacks. Oh, that makes sense. Did I finish the game? Not yet. We still have an epilogue coming up next time. Coming up next time on Kids WB. You guys might not even know Kids WB. You just love info dumping. Yeah, like I'm wondering. Okay, so there's yeah. What else? What else? What other silhouettes were there? I think in the first one there was like a silhouette of Gina, right? Gina and McGilded, if I remember. Next time on Beyblade. There's also a Soseki. That's a good point. I think there is a Soseki. We didn't get very much Waggy this time. We didn't get any Wagahai. There's a 3D model. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Last time on Manakyn. Manakyn simped 6 times and didn't get arrested. Find out what happens next, right now. Waggy was in the queen's lap.
Meow.
You have a playlist of 40 Van Zeeks memes. That's pretty funny. Were the corgis around back then? I have no idea. I better get going. Because I gotta get dinner now. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Go eat, go eat. All right, we will find out what happens in the epilogue next time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. You have any quests for me? And I will see you all next time.